Good morning, gamers. Welcome back to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. And after 340 hours played, it is time to return to Age of Wonders 4. They've got a new DLC that just came out. They've got rabbit people. I honestly don't really care about the rabbit people. And they've got a nomad civilization that I'm really hyped for. So we are going to be jumping back into this and trying a playthrough with their new features and seeing what we think about it. Let's see. Muck, hope you're doing okay. What's up, Dussel? I am doing okay, yes. Nugget says, I missed last night's stream. Did your trip to the big city yesterday shed light on the throat issues? Possibly. I've already told this story a couple times, Nugget, so I'm just going to give you a TLDR. I did go to the big city doctor. He examined me. He was a specialist in problems here. He was not an ear, nose, and throat doctor. He was more specialized than that. He said that my issue was related to the cricothyroid muscle. Basically, it's right here. And if I try to make my voice go if you try to make your voice go deeper, you use that muscle. Apparently mine is locked up and it won't loosen up. And it's so tense. There's a bone you've got that's shaped like a horseshoe right here. Mine is kind of askew because this is just like clenching so hard. So he's saying that, his theory is that, and basically therapy, like physical therapy for the neck. So he taught me a whole bunch of exercises that I'm supposed to do every day. I just did them, and it's supposed to help loosen it up. But if his theory is correct, it's not something that medication or rest will cure on its own. It has to be kind of like massaged out.
Woo 11-month hope the voice hangs on for many more years. Dino dance Mukluk bobble Mukluk bobble Mukluk love.
Me too. Okay, so new game.
Choose your destination.
Okay, these ones that say RR is from Rise from Ruin. That is the new thing. I don't believe there's any story realms that were added to this. So, let's see. There's Windborn Badlands, a realm afflicted by devouring winds. Its erosion stains the lands and its inhabitants. Or Wittering Waste. Harbor secrets of the roaring, devouring winds. Devouring winds make casting world map spells dangerous, eventually culminating in a cataclysm. Oh my god. What is a cataclysm? If a structure is present in the center of the province, it is destroyed or pillaged. A fleeting... okay, so this is where the nomad thing comes in. You're moving to avoid these things. Okay. Ruined Realm. Free cities are rare, city ruins are common. Desert Realm. Barren Pangea. Alright, so we got a 4 skull difficulty and a 5 skull. Let's do 5. Alright. Okay, yeah, I'll keep those settings as is.
Your journey starts here.
Alright, create faction.
What is your people's form?
I believe the only new one is the rabbit people. Now this is just cosmetic. If you guys have never seen this game, you can pick what your race looks like, your peoples. But you can change their traits, so this is mostly cosmetic. But rabbit people are new, so let's do it. Alright, what do they start with by default? Quick reflexes. What's this? Light-footed and athletics. Okay. My usual favorite... is it fast recuperation combined with athletics? Or what I usually go for, I think. Now, an army only moves as fast as its slowest unit. So, for example, I could get rid of athletics and give them mounts. However, if there's a unit that cannot mount, then the whole army slows down. So I typically prefer athletics. Unless I'm trying to get flying for some reason. Light-footed, sharp eyes... And we do know that there is a, we're going to be on a desert map. Desert adaptation might be good. And we'll give mounts to some of them. Alright.
What is their origin culture?
Okay. So, the new thing is... Wait, why is Primal blocked out? Oh, Primal can't have desert adaptation. Okay. The new thing is the Nomads. A resourceful people that migrate to thrive. They steer their land barges across the realm to settle in new lands. Mobile units that focus on maneuvering and flanking. Nomad cities are able to pack up into a Nomad city barge and relocate. Nodes in the domain of their cities are over-harvested over time, exhausting the nodes to gain essence. So basically you can delete a node and just like take it with you. Requires more food to gain population. Muck is a furry. Not for these guys. I'm looking at these. I can't even tell the males from the females. Scavengers. Survival is measured in what can be scavenged from the ruined world. Your people know this well. Use wonder scavenging to extract unique essences from ancient wonders, further empowering your cities as they collect essence. In combat, pick up loot from defeated units to heal and gain looted power. Okay. Or conquerors. Annex pillaged enemy provinces to gain draft production knowledge and gold through aggressive expansion. Pillaging provinces provides food. Movement grants units empowering momentum. Total war. So, conquerors you can steal from enemy provinces. That sounds fun. Oh wait, hold on. This guy on the left changes. So he's got a one-hand crossbow and a one-hand sword, but if you go these guys, it becomes this thing. I think I want to try the Conquerors.
What defines their society?
So Fabled Hunters is one that I've enjoyed in the past. It gives you more hit point regeneration for your armies and more income when you take down a node. Is there any... Hold on, I'm looking for the RR logo to see if there's any new ones here. I don't see any. Apex Predator bunnies. Let's get Devious Watchers. Get an extra scout unit at the beginning, and your scouts are invisible, which will help them stay alive. And you start with a Wayfinder enchantment in effect.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Wait, is this new? I don't remember if this one's new or not. Warband. Warband is new? Okay, so mentorship. Army leader non-hero unit with the least XP in the army gains XP per turn. Fighter unit. This is kind of cool. So your lowest level unit in each army is gaining experience every turn. Lieutenant, commander's call, AoE heal. Transformed unit becomes stronger and more battle ready. We'll try it. All right, Tome of the Warband. We'll try the new
What is
thing.
your ruler's origin?
Ooh, okay. What do we want the ruler to be? Vampire? We just did vampire. Vampire, champion, a wizard king, a dragon lord, Cthulhu, or a giant. I feel like for the nomads, just a champion would be the most sense. It says there was very few free cities on this map, so that's not going to do anything.
Reveal yourself.
Let's see. Okay, so usual classes, nothing new. Now we don't have to be a rabbit. We could be something else and just lead the rabbits. Start with a Bardiche. I really enjoyed the Battle Saint last time. Oh, a Battle Saint can start with a Bardiche. Oh my god, there's so many options. Wait, do I have to be a rabbit? Maybe if you play a champion, you do have to be a rabbit. Okay. Strongest rabbit. Head size. Oh my god. He's got his ears tied back. Oh my gosh. How does that work exactly? Oh, there we go.
Your journey.
All right. Mukluk Kamson of the Buck-Toothed Ramblers. Sure. All right. I've never started with a Bardiche before. Hopefully I don't regret that. We'll see how that turns out. that what the American Easter Bunny looks like now? I feel like since you added the word American, it would have like a Glock or something. Okay. Starting magic. Swift Strike Blessing. Commander's Call and Wayfinder enchantment. The winds roar with hunger. This realm is being affected by the devouring winds. The breeze siphons and redirects magic from everything it passes through. Should a great surge of magic flood it, the winds would wreak havoc, bringing dire consequences for spellcasters and the landscape of the realm. Casting world magic spells will build up a cataclysm, but perhaps there are ways to mitigate the crisis. Alright, so that's a scout. Alright, what did we start with? We started with a Wind Warrior shield unit. Okay. And we started with a shock unit. It's a raider. Raider, Dune Rider. Alright, this is another scout unit, so we have 2 scout units. Wait, 3 scout units. What the heck? Why do I have so many scout units? Okay. Alright. Okay. I could have tried auto, but let's see these units in action, see what we got. Alright.
Woo, 22 months on a Friday. Let's go.
Let's go. How do I turn how they're facing? Alright, let's try that. Wow, shot one of my own troops. Rip. What is this? Swap places with the target friendly unit and heal the target and the caster for 10 HP. So what does more damage? So this character can give someone else an extra turn. We got 2 spells. Target friendly unit that has action points remaining and another within 3 hexes gain momentum and fortune. Heal targets in an area. They are lighting up my commander. Okay. With that, got some food. Let's put you on Auto Explore. And train... So we've got extra scouts in the army. If I replace those, I can send them out to do scout stuff. Let's get another Wind Warrior. And... Raider Tents. Let's head over this way. Set Research. Lieutenant, a fighter unit that empowers others in battle through their own actions. Discern weakness, target an enemy, and all units of that type gain sundered defense and resistance. Let's get bred for war. Alright, end turn 1.
Nomad culture cities passively over-harvest resource nodes in their domain. Once this process is completed, the resource node is depleted and the city gains an essence that grants income based on the node or magic material that was harvested. When the resource nodes in reach of a nomad city are depleted, the city may want to relocate. Nomad cities can pack up into a nomad city barge and move to a new location.
How do I pack it up? Not that I want to. Oh, right here. So I'm wondering if I pack it up. Hang on. So we're gonna do a quick save because this is science, chat. All right, if I pack it up, do these continue going? Units in production are canceled. City structures in production are canceled. Active sustained city spells are canceled. Okay. There we go. There's our answer. Let's retry it. I can do better. Muck, keep your voice in prayers. Thanks, artist. What is that symbol? Magic fighter units. A frontline melee fighter that uses magic attacks, making it ideal for damaging enemies with high defense. Oh, that icon is new. Those used to just be labeled as shock troops. First off, swap. Wait. No. You two swap and heal. Dude, why is it only a 25% chance to hit? Okay. Dude, like, arrows just don't work against these guys? What the hell? Alright, let's use Commander's Call, which heals and morales units in an area. Yikes. Okay, cancel his retaliation. Give him another turn, and use him to cancel the other guy's retaliation, which then allows me to back him up without him getting hit. Okay. Your ruler leveled up. Okay. All non-hero units in the army gain experience every turn. And all non-hero units in the army regenerate 10 health every turn. Okay. And Scout just picked up some knowledge. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. What is this guy? That should be no problem. Alright, we'll just audit that one. No big deal. Mana and a fancy weapon. Is that an upgrade? Mine does 21. That's 19. Okay, no, I think mine is fine. Okay, not much to do this, right? Okay, so there's pastures there, so this gives bonus food, so we're going to take that first. And 10 turns until it's overharvested. Really interested to see how this works out. City ruins in there. Just kind of wandering around right now. What is that? Production. Alright, so you are going to come join this army. Bread for War research is done. Missed yesterday night's stream. How did the camera go? The camera go? Oh, progress made. Yeah, I gave a TLDR at the beginning of this stream, Plag, if you would, just so I don't have to repeat it all. Let's do Crow Companion. Workshop. Get another Wind Warrior. Let's see, Bread for War. Start casting that. I will say, so far, the tier 1 units for this faction, not going to be a new favorite of mine. There's some really cool tier 1 units some of the other factions have, and these guys are just very basic. New skill available. Nope, don't need that right now. And you got someone in trouble too. Well, they got themselves in trouble. They were supposed to schedule me for a video stroboscopy, and they scheduled me for a consultation. And it was kind of like a near emergency. I drove an hour to go to that location for the video stroboscopy, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't have you down for that. I'm like, that's literally what I called and scheduled. So yeah, they did get in trouble, but that's on them, not me. Okay, so we're gonna take this scout and have them split up. Over harvesting that now.